everybody, Cinema Sickness here again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And today, head out to a GameStop, a Goodwill, and a Big Lots where I got myself some great titles. So let's take a look at everything I got. So the first store I stopped at today was a GameStop where I picked up two UMD movies, both for $1.97 a piece. And the first title I grabbed was The Grudge, a movie that I certainly do enjoy and definitely wanted to get myself a copy on UMD. But a movie it took me a few years to actually get around to seeing. It was only a couple years ago that I actually watched this movie for the first time because for many years I'd heard really bad things about this film. And just on a whim, I found it for really cheap on DVD, picked it up, and I actually ended up enjoying it. Thought it was a pretty decent movie. Not the scariest, not the best movie ever made, but certainly enjoyable, not nearly as bad as everybody was making it out to sound. So I did enjoy The Grudge, and I definitely want to get myself a UMD copy. The next UMD I picked up was Charlie's Angels, another movie I certainly do enjoy. It's cheesy, it's ridiculous, it's popcorn, but it's a fun watch, so a title I definitely had to pick up on UMD. So after GameStop, headed out to a Goodwill where I got myself 3 DVDs, and the first one I picked up for only $1.97 was Twin Dragons, which is the same exact movie as the Tai Chi Master, which I do already own the Dragon Dynasty release of. However, I do want to get all the Dragon Dynasty releases, and I would also like to get all the Jet Li collection releases. So, even though they are the same movie, kind of, and I'll get to that in a second, I definitely wanted to get both releases. However, the Dragon Dynasty release, the Tai Chi Master release, is actually an unedited original theatrical cut, whereas this Jet Li collection release is an edited American cut. So technically, two different cuts of the films, if you know me. Even though it might be a bad cut, I still love owning multiple cuts of films, so definitely had to get this one. The next title I picked up for only $3.97 was The Incredibles, this here being the 2-disc collector's edition DVD release. Now I do have this movie on Blu-ray, but the reason why I wanted to rebuy it on DVD is because I kind of regret getting rid of some of my Disney Pixar DVD releases. I kind of like the cases. They're shiny, they're interesting, they're just fun for collecting, and again, I definitely regret getting rid of them. Some of them I don't really mind so much, but other ones, like The Incredibles, I definitely regret getting rid of. So when I came across it today for only $4 in fantastic shape, I definitely had to pick it up again. And the last DVD I picked up from Goodwill for only $2.97 was Disney Princesses Princess Party Volume 1. I'm sure you're all thinking, why in the hell would I want to buy this one? I have a very good reason though. I'm a huge Disney fan, love Disney animation, and this actually comes with 2 Disney animated TV episodes on it. One from, I believe it's called Belle's Enchanted World. It's the Beauty and the Beast animated series that I don't think ever really made it onto TV. And the other one is from Ariel's Undersea Adventures. So for that reason alone, I definitely had to pick this up. I have no interest in any other content on these discs whatsoever, but for those 2 great animated episodes, and for only $3, I had to pick it up. After Goodwill, headed out to Big Lots where I picked up 2 DVDs, and the first one I grabbed for only $5 was Max Fleischer's Superman. Now I do already have all 17 original Superman animated shorts on DVD. However, that's a public domain release, they're not the best quality. These here have all been remastered. Warner Brothers actually put some effort into releasing these shorts onto DVD, so for that reason alone, I definitely had to pick this up. Also, this comes with a great special feature called The Man, the Myth, Superman, which is, from what I hear, a really good documentary. So I definitely had to pick this one up, and for $5, it was a great deal. And the last DVD that I grabbed from Big Lots for only $3 was The Trouble with Girls. Definitely had to pick this one up as I am currently trying to get the entire Elvis filmography. So for $3, this was a great deal, and I can't wait to check it out. So that's it for what I bought today, so now it's what I watched. And today, I definitely watched a strange movie, and that was Penn and Teller Get Killed. Now this is definitely a movie I've wanted to check out, because I am a big fan of Penn and Teller. Love their kind of anti-magic. It's really interesting to watch them perform. They're great magicians, they're very funny, and I absolutely love them. So this movie I was dying to check out. It is written actually by Penn and Teller, not directed by, but written by, which really intrigued me. And it was a weird one. The whole premise of the movie is Penn and Teller are just continuously playing practical jokes on each other, and really fucked up ones too. I mean, ones that are getting them in trouble, really screwing with them. It's not just, you know, tripping somebody or something like that. It's really nasty practical jokes on one another, and it's really amusing. it eventually gets to the point where Penn has to, it's kind of his turn to tell a practical joke, and he goes way, way overboard on this joke against Teller. He goes on TV, says, he wishes somebody was out to kill him because he thinks it'd be exciting, thinks if somebody was going to kill him and hunting him down, it'd be really, really exciting, and he could have something exciting in his life. To which point, he sets it up as if somebody's trying to kill him, and things just go crazy. And throughout the whole movie, you're not quite sure, is somebody actually trying to kill him or not? And spoiler, if I didn't already spoil this for you, it ends up being all at one gigantic practical joke against Teller. But that's kind of where things get completely fucked up and crazy, is when the ending comes around, where Penn goes to reveal that the whole thing was a joke to Teller, and Teller actually ends up shooting Penn. Well, of course, Teller is pretty upset about this, ends up shooting himself. Penn's girlfriend and their sort of manager at the time, she ends up killing herself, and all these other people. At the end of the movie, you get at least 20 people shooting themselves in the head. It is just an insane ending. Why Warner Brothers would have ever okayed that, I don't get. I'm really, really surprised that they okayed the ending of it. It's just such a disturbing downer ending. I mean, I absolutely loved it. I thought it was great, but very, very downer and very disturbing, and something I would not expect to have seen really in any movie. It's definitely something I don't think would pass nowadays, so I'm really surprised Warner okayed that one back in the 80s. But regardless, it's an interesting movie. Though unfortunately, I'd have to say only about the first 25% of the movie is really, really enjoyable. It's very funny, has a lot of great jokes. Watching Penn and Teller play practical jokes on each other is great. Lots of decent magic. It's a really good movie for the first 25%. But once Penn starts to play the practical joke on Teller, and you have this whole thing of you're not sure if somebody's trying to kill him or not, things get a little... I'd say things start to go downhill. The story starts to slow down a bit. You don't have as many jokes. You don't have as many great magic. It just starts to kind of dwindle. And it doesn't really pick up again until the very last scene where everybody's shooting themselves in the head. So that is the downfall. It's the fact that the movie does get a little boring for the last kind of 75%. So definitely a shame. But if you are a Penn and Teller fan, it is certainly worth checking out. So you're definitely going to love all the great humor. You're going to love all their great magic. It is a Penn and Teller film. You can definitely tell. It feels like their type of movie. So I would recommend it. It is really weird. It is completely out there, again, like you would expect from Penn and Teller. The ending is certainly a downer, but still a lot of fun, and definitely a movie I'd recommend checking out if you're a fan of Penn and Teller. So that's it for what I bought when I watched today. Definitely got some great titles today from Goodwill, Big Lots, and GameStop. And also watching Penn and Teller get killed. A very strange but a very interesting movie. It's a lot of fun, has some craziness going on, but you'll get some good laughs. You'll get some enjoyment out of it, even though it does start to kind of dwindle and get a little stale unfortunately, about 25% way through. But at the end, you will get a very interesting, and if you have a kind of twisted, dark sense of humor, you'll probably get a good laugh out of it. So, as I said, if you're a fan of Penn and Teller, it is certainly worth checking out. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see what I bought when I watch tomorrow. See ya.